We're back here with Ishmael. He got top 4 in the prelims on Friday.
You damn right.
Did you get your invite?
No, because it was only 3 invites, and my homeboy Juan screwed me over on that win because I misplayed twice. So I deserve that loss.
So you got top 4 with Towa.
The Boo Bae herself. The Sparkles.
So what was your record?
3-2.
3-2? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what matchups did you play against?
Round 1 was the OG green-red Brawly with the new red leader with the crit. Second round was a Janemba. Third round was this crazy Gogeta with mad weenies like Storm, but then also had dual color red, green as well with the Gogeta that comes out with a rival red, green for 1 red, which is ridiculous, and then it comes out and pops something. Then 4th round I went against Goku Black with the new what is that, the field card
stuff?
Yeah, with the new blockers. So every time Goku Black comes out, it gets a token, and then some Goku Black says when it's summoned, it gets a token, so the field gives it an extra token, so there's 2 extra tokens. And they all get blocker because of the new field card.
Yeah.
And my last round was a Zamasu, which ramps my energy and then gives me 4 life if I'm at 8 energy.
Yeah.
But Zamasu has cards that ramps you for yourself, so then you're just screwed regardless. So pretty much an active main is once per turn, burst 3. After you burst 3, you're pretty much looking up for your mirror or a full card. Then her awakening side, pretty much untap 1 and draw 1. She awakens. Her active main for awaken is pretty much just choose 3 black cards from her warp area. Put it to your drop. It has to be 3 black cards, can't be no other color, which sucks. Then you give one of your mirrors crit, which is great because you don't want no cards in your opponent's hand because she's mostly hand control. Then you got her active battle, which it's great for your opponent's turn because you can either get rid of barrier, double strike, triple attack, or
anything with a red.
Yeah, a red clipping on it. Keyword skill.
Yeah.
So pretty much her against Shin Gogeta, since it goes over barrier because it's not choosing the card, it's choosing the card's keyword skill. So you get rid of triple attack or triple strike to mess up his whole play. So then he's tapped out, Shenron flips back over to 10, and you just start swinging. So the main 4 that you always got to go into is 4 Vegeta time regulators. So every time you overwhelm, and it's only once per turn, you pick 2 cards from, it's up to 2. So you can choose 1 and still draw 1. So you choose 2 battle cards at 7 costs or less and put it at the bottom of your deck and draw 1. What combo I use with that to get more cards is Trunks the time regulator. So what he does, when he overwhelms, you draw 2 cards and you warp 1. And when you overrun with that card, you pick 2 cards from the bottom of your warp, put it on your deck, and then you draw 1. So pretty much you plus 3.
How many trunks do you play?
Only 2.
2?
Only picked 1 of the Fool, the Dark Banisher. It's a very good card. I used to have 3, but I just put it to 1 because it's like another secret rare I can use at last minute. So pretty much what Food does, he has a permanent is every time your opponent activates a auto or skill, which is the auto as well, they have to warp 1 card in your hand to activate it. So pretty much say if I do keep it on the field with Toki City, that leaves every on the overwhelm or dark overwhelm out on the field. If they activate the auto to swing with their leader, they have to draw 1. And if they want to draw 1, they have to put 1 in their warp and throw it away. Or when they use the super combo, they have to activate his skill. To draw 1, they have to throw 1 to the warp as well. I do another one of the Towa Dimension Leaper. She has Blocker and Revenge. She's a counterplay, so you gotta pay 2 energy and you gotta choose 2 cards in your warp and put in your drop area in player. She's a revenge blocker. So if they try to play something that's big, you can use 2 energy and put it on the field. Because then she's a blocker, she block, and also she's a revenge, she get it off the field. But I also just put her in there because I can use Toki Toki to search her and put it on the field, because Toki Toki says that you choose 1 black card that has 3k or less. Towa is 1k or less, so you can just search for her instead. And for Toki Toki's, I only use just 2. And for those searches, I use 2 Kamis and 1 Northgate Son Goku. Everyone knows what Kami does. Kami pretty much just blows up the field. That's 4 or less if they got 4 more cards on the field. Northgate Son Goku is only for the matches of Gogeta ramp. Gogeta ramp pretty much just summons the red Gogeta, the red Vegeta BR and the Goku BR. That pretty much bounces back to the hand, which just stops it from they pretty much they're having so much cards in their hand. Only use 2 Dark Exhaustion Mirrors, so pretty much I can overwhelm and get this card guy out pretty much from my hand or my warp. So if I see him out my whole deck and I don't get to put him in with the Vegeta time regulators, and he's in my warp, I can use this to get it from my warp or from my hand. For the Towas, so pretty much what this Towa does, she pretty much steals like 3 costs or less. I was using this one the most for my Yellow Broly's matchups, which I didn't see at all. So when they summon the 3-drop Path of Greatness Goku, he has barrier. So pretty much what I do is I swing with leader, use 1 energy, get rid of the barrier, then I dark overwhelm to steal they Goku back to my side. So they can't use it for their 4th turn. For the Zamasu matchup, I use the Dark Power Massane. So what his ability is, if my opponent summons something with a 9-keyword skill with 15 costs or less, they gotta discard 2 cards from their hand. So every time they summon a token, it's 10k. They gotta discard 2 cards from their hand. And also, pretty much for the small guys, if I don't want to use an energy, I just overrun from 4 and just take the 1-drop or 2-drop. Pretty much for the Son Gohan, that swings, take a life, and they get crit, or their Trunks that gives them crit, or the Kappa that has double strike. And for the counterplay, I use the 1-drop Supreme Kai Time. So when you counterplay, when you use her, when somebody 1-drops a swing with her, you just activate this. You pretty much, she replaces herself because you draw 1. And then on top of that, they can't swing with a 1-drop or 2-drop. That stops the aggro decks. For my main hand control, I use the Mirror of Destruction. So what I do, overrun for 3, summon him, turn 1,
4, right?
2, yeah, 4 copies. You have to, because if he's your main searcher for Towa. So when you overwhelm him, your opponent has to discard 1 card in their hand. I always do it turn 1, turn 2, or turn 3, just to keep getting cards out their hand. Forces them to charge, so pretty much that's 2 cards. The main big boy, it's a 7-drop Mirror. So pretty much I could get him out with the 3-drop Overwhelm or the 5-drop that becomes a 4-drop. I play 4 of them. So when I have 10 cards in my warp or more, he turns to a 4 cost, and he's a double strike and he has deflect. So they can't use no counterplays against him. So what my play is, I get him out, pretty much burst, pick 3 from warp, put it in my drop, give him crit, swing. They still don't have no hand, and I just summon the Mirror to get more rest from the hands. But if they have no cards in their hand, I just swing with this first, get 2 cards in their hand, and then I use the absorption to pretty much warp those 2 cards back. And then I just don't swing. I just leave it as it is. Unless I didn't use Towa's effect yet, and I just use it to give it crit and swing with another double strike crit. For Fu, I also use these 2. The Banisher, pretty much for the warp. Because Because if I don't like the card they have on the field that they're not going to swing with, that affects my deck. I just pretty much just warp it and just pass turn and don't even swing for double strike. For my super combos, Supreme Time, and they all foiled. They're like $20 plus now.
You get it, you got money.
Nah, I got them when they first came out, when they was cheap, when it was like $2.
That's a lie, because when they first came out, they were more than $20.
When I joined the game. Yeah. So I came into the game at set 5, so these wasn't there. So when I saw these for a cheap price and I found out that Towa was coming out, I just automatically picked them up as fast as possible. So pretty much, I like this super combo because all you need is 5 cards in your warp. By turn 2, I automatically have almost 8 cards in warp already because of burst in 3, overwhelm, then the overwhelm card got to go to warp 2, which is 4. For the negates, I choose 4 power burst. I barely use these. I might cut it down to 2 and put something else in there. But worst case scenario, I use Towa's ability to take 3 from warp and put it in my drop. And then I just combo 2 cards into my drop to have the sparking. Because if I'm at 8 life and they swing with double strikes or crits, I'm just going to negate it with the 5 cards I have with the sparking. Another Searcher for Toki. Now this card came in great matchup with Goku Black. So when Goku Black swings, when he has 2 energy, he could take 1 card from life and ramp it. And from turn 2, 3, and 4, I pretty much had him out because I negated after I used it the first time. Negate with power burst, and then brought it back to my hand. And then used it again, negate again with another power burst in my hand, brought it back, did it again. And I kept him at 2 life.
Energy.
You're right, 2 energy. My bad. And just 1 Crusher. I haven't seen the Vanilla Ku Son Goku Black in like 2 weeks now, so I just put him to 1. I'm thinking about just taking him out completely, but for now I just leave him out. For if I have anybody have the weenies out, the 1-drops, I could just KO it without even wasting any overround. And then 1 Scientist Food. He's a just in case if they had 2 life less, I could just overwhelm and draw 2 cards and just combo out from there.
That's it. So, yeah, congrats on top 4.
I didn't get my invite. It's not okay. I wanted to go to Chicago.
Yeah, I took that invite.
No, he cheated that invite.
Nah, Zamasu, that's the best.
Nah, he top deck. How many Zamasu 3 drops that bring up 3 of them at once? Still Zamasu.
Yeah.
He's Zamasu inside of Goku.
Zamasu inside of Goku.
Gay!